Have Matthew Parmenter here with us, and what a pleasure it is to have you on the show with us.
It really is. I don't know why it's taken this long.
I know. I pushed the issue. She didn't want to have you.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
that was it. That was it. I was like, no, really, he's a good kid. I don't know.
Well, I'm thrilled to be here, so thank you.
Who is ready for raising an archer?
Me.
All right, we have Matthew Parmenter here with us, and what a pleasure it is to have you on the show with us.
It really is. I don't know why it's taken this long.
I know. I pushed the issue. She didn't want to have you.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
that was it. That was it. I was like, no, really, he's a good kid. I don't know.
Well, I'm thrilled to be here, so thank you.
Who is ready for raising an archer?
Me.
All right, we have Matthew Parmenter here with us, and what a pleasure it is to have you on the show with us.
It really is. I don't know why it's taken this long.
I know. I pushed the issue. She didn't want to have you.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
that was it. That was it. I was like, no, really, he's a good kid. I don't know.
Well, I'm thrilled to be here, so thank you.
Who is ready for raising an archer?
Me.
All right, we have Matthew Parmenter here with us, and what a pleasure it is to have you on the show with us.
It really is. I don't know why it's taken this long.
I know. I pushed the issue. She didn't want to have you.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
that was it. That was it. I was like, no, really, he's a good kid. I don't know.
Well, I'm thrilled to be here, so thank you.
Who is ready for raising an archer?
Me.
All right, we have Matthew Parmenter here with us, and what a pleasure it is to have you on the show with us.
It really is. I don't know why it's taken this long.
I know. I pushed the issue. She didn't want to have you.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
that was it. That was it. I was like, no, really, he's a good kid. I don't know. Hey, welcome everybody to Raising an Archer. We are here at the second shoot.
And did you
of
just
SYWAT.
shush me?
I did shush you. She's just
So
talking.
not
She's
right.
talking. I was like, I'm about to take us off mute so that, you know,
Isn't that what we're supposed to do is
we
talk?
wouldn't want you to start sneezing and all that craziness. Like
I already did
everybody.
that.
Yeah.
I did my 3.
Yeah, the people over at Carter's Country that's a mile away could hear you over the guns.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
So welcome everybody to SYWAT, the first weekend of TFAA's Shoot Your Way Across Texas.
Shoot 2.
Shoot 2. Yes. We shot last night. You shot.
Totally stumped you.
I'm like, shoot 2. Who are you going to shoot 2? We have Jacqueline on cameras, which she is so good at it. She really
Yeah,
is.
she is.
She is very good at the
But
cameras.
she walked in, the new equipment, she goes,
She's like,
whoa.
oh my. Oh my.
All these buttons.
Yeah. All right. So they are finishing up on their first practice in, or their second practice in, and then we'll go right into scoring. But we just wanted to give you a little bit of information about TFAA's SYWAT.
I believe this is scoring.
Is it scoring?
I believe it is.
Maybe it is.
Get with the program, Scott.
Yeah. Well, it took you 15 minutes to get up here.
I was helping. We
Okay.
had a new archer.
Yeah.
Had never been here before.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of new ones down there. So if you're looking to shoot a shoot, this is it. I have my wife down there shooting her first SYWAT, and so you'll get to see her down there. My daughter, who's 23, will be shooting her first SYWAT as well. First shoot, both of them, first shoot ever.
Your son is shooting right now.
Yeah, my son, he shoots a lot though. Yeah,
You're like, whatever.
yeah, Ryan shoots a lot.
It's Ryan. Ellie, she going to shoot today?
Ellie is shooting today as well.
Yeah. You are the only one in a family not shooting today.
That is true. It's true.
This one right here that we're looking at, she is,
It's Alexa.
yeah, but she was having some deep breaths right there. She looked like she's a little rushed, but there is a time on TFAA shoot your way across Texas. However, we are not using clocks today. We didn't use clocks last night. State will use clocks. Hey, Scott.
Yeah.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
All right, good.
You know why I said that?
Why?
Not only because I want you to be healthy, friend, but it's National Apple Day.
Is it?
It is. Some apple pie and some ice cream. Oh, your boy.
He's been struggling. Like at the Texas Ringer, he had a lot of target
Yeah.
panic, so he's been working really hard on that. This is his first shoot since then. He's already dropped one, but that's okay. Like
Dropped
he's
an X. He didn't
yeah,
drop a
dropped an X.
point. He dropped
He's working.
an
He's still
X.
working through a lot of it.
I am not his mental coach. So of course,
Yeah.
that is Penny, but I'm like, dude, you got to relax. Got to relax.
Yeah, yeah. That's all right.
Look at this 4 inside out X's.
He'll get it.
Yeah.
He's down there. Ivy's hugging him. He knows these guys don't miss. Like Ryan at that level,
Yeah.
he doesn't miss X's. So we know he's struggling a little bit, but that's okay. He's got to get back on the saddle, and
Yeah.
that's what. And that last shot was a good shot, even though he looked a little surprised when it went off. But
The mental game
Slowing
is
him down.
huge,
Yep.
and it is slowing him down because whenever you get that good, you get to that point, your expectations come in.
right. You can't miss,
Yes.
and it is. It's tough on these archers.
Yep.
There's Derek Begno is online with us.
Hey, it's a family affair.
It
Yes,
is a family affair.
The booths down there.
All right, so we are on a target right there.
Are
How
we?
SYWAT is scored? The X and that white is a 5, and then it's 4, 3, 2, 1 is how that's scored. You'll shoot 5 arrows. If you're on a 5 spot, go down there 5 spot. Okay, so now you'll see it's the same scoring, but it's only a X, 5, and a 4. If you had it hit outside there, it is a miss. Right there, it looks like it's 4 X's and a 5 on
Yep.
that one.
And which the
Which
X's
is-
count as 5s.
Yeah, yeah.
But the X count is what, whenever you get into the higher caliber, that's what's going to place you, is
Yep.
your X count.
Yeah.
There's my new friend down there, Bo.
There's Hope. Hope is she's a barebow shooter for Texas Archery. Joat. She is so good, and she's just shooting a little, $135 bow.
Yeah. Which we talk about. There's all different ranges that you can get into, price points.
Yep.
All different price points you can get into the sport.
She's super competitive.
But she just, looks like she makes it look easy.
She does. She does.
Two single spots right there. The one on the right has an inside out X.
Are those the kiddos? I can't tell which one that's on.
Could be, yeah. I'm not real
it's,
sure.
it's too zoomed in. There's Noah Hughes.
Oh. Who shoots nationally as well as locally. I haven't looked to see the list of archers, but I would assume he's going to be at the Aggie Invite in 2 weekends, and I would assume he'd be at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo archery competition next
I
weekend.
believe so too.
I heard his draw length has changed again, or that he has grown. Probably going to need a change in draw length.
It's going to take a little. We added a 1/2 inch this week.
Did you?
To Noah, so he's going to struggle a little bit because it's
Yeah.
It's a new draw length, new feel.
You could see him there with his arms where he was reenacting what that felt like.
Yep. There's Jason Brewer. We call him the sexy beast.
Or the driver. Just
Or the
depends
driver.
on the day.
Yeah.
Maybe the hour.
So Jason's a good friend. We went to his wedding in Vegas. We
Yeah,
had
so much
So
fun.
much fun. But we were having them over for dinner one night, and so somebody was saying, "Okay, who is Jason?" And I said, "Well, he's one of the firefighters that comes to our shop." And my daughter, who's 23, she works up at the shop. She's like, "Well, He's a driver. He drives a fire truck.
I was like, you missed that part about
So
he's
funny.
a firefighter.
So funny. So he's a firefighter. No, he's a driver, is what she said, which was hilarious. And she's like, don't tell him I said that. Don't tell him. So of course I tell him right away.
Just tell the world.
Yeah, we told the world. Just so funny.
We have several firefighters who shoot here at the shop, and just want to take a moment to thank them as well as all of our first responders. Yep.
We take care of them here at Texas Archery. If you come, you get 10% off of anything except the bows. Bows, the margin on bows are just not there. So, but we can definitely take care of them on everything else. So if you want anything from Texas Archery will take care of you. So we weren't going to have a live broadcast this weekend because, hold on.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and finish what he was saying was that we weren't going to do a live feed this weekend because I judged a tournament last weekend. We've got the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Archery competition next weekend where we are live broadcasting that tournament, as well as we've got folks there running Eyes on Score. So it is a large production to get everything set up there and take care of that for the weekend. But we had some folks say, yeah, you're doing live scoring. You're doing the live feed, right? And then Scott's wife said, no, you really should. So we made the decision yesterday. Actually, I guess it was Thursday evening that, all right, we would go ahead and do this. So we are happy to go ahead and provide this little service for you guys, and I hope you enjoy watching the archers today. I know that at the end of the night last night, we had our first 360X, and it was the first for that archer. It was just, I mean, we were sitting on the edge of our seats. We were holding our breath, and his last shot was dead center, inside out X. I mean, it was beautiful. Lots of tension, but we loved watching that happen in front of us. So hoping that we have more of that to come with the 3 shoots today and 2 shoots tomorrow. I believe we're only doing live broadcasting in the morning unless Scott gets someone to fill my spot. I do have a family birthday to attend tomorrow, but
How can I fill your spot, Wendy?
May have a sub. Aw, thanks, Miss Ochoa. She said she's glad that we did it, and it wouldn't be the same without our commentary chatter.
There you go.
That's what it's called.
Commentary chatter. Let's make sure all the scores are coming in here. Coco did not show up.
Coco Ma, well, it is first thing in the morning, so that does not surprise me. Coco is not a morning person.
Yeah, he's not. Hey, Amy scored on every arrow, her first arrow. Good job, Amy.
Awesome.
Of course, I'll highlight her. She's my wife.
Right? You better. Who was it that said earlier that Derek said it's a family affair for you guys today, and that is for sure.
Yep.
We talk many times on the podcast that archery is for everyone, and we talk about archery and family. We talk about the archery family.
Yep.
It's a community. We just did a podcast with Julia that it is a community. Everybody takes care of one another. It's great to see everyone getting together today, the first SYWAT of the season, the first indoor SYWAT of the season. You love jumping on that as soon as the dates
I like to have the
open.
first one. Yep, I like to have the first one because I like to kick it off with a bang.
Right.
We have live scoring. We have live broadcast. And you know what? We spoil these archers.
Why don't I get spoiled?
I
I don't understand. I don't feel the love.
Yeah, I don't think you'll see this at any other location. Live scoring, there's several locations this year that are going to be doing live scoring.
That's awesome. I need to know which ones those are, so that way that we may try to get to
Live
those.
Oak, Live Oakham College Station, STX. There's Griffin Archery out in Tyler that'll be doing live scoring.
Okay.
So I know of those off the top of my head. There's at least 4
All right.
that'll be doing live scoring, which I think is a must. I mean, like, who wants to come to one of these events and watch 60 arrows and have no idea where anybody is? And guess what? You'll know exactly where you are for the weekend. So in the past, when we first started doing this like 9 years ago, sometimes it would take, you would shoot a shoot, you have no idea where you fell until they posted them, which could be a week later.
Oh, I thought the rule was you had to have it in by Tuesday.
Not 9 years ago.
Oh.
I can tell you that much. But now, yeah, let's just say Tuesday. So you
There's
shoot the
Miss
weekend.
Amy.
You shoot the weekend, and you don't know where you are until could be Tuesday.
Could be.
Could be Tuesday. I'm gonna have to go down there and take a picture of Amy. There she is.
I'm guessing that little fellow beside her, his name is Luke. I kind of like that name.
It's an okay name. That's a good picture of Amy. She missed. That's not the one we wanted to take a video of.
That's why she had that look.
Yeah.
That's all right.
You know,
she's got 4 more
having fun.
arrows. That's
having
right.
fun.
That's what it's all about. I just told the little fella that it's his first one. I said the most important thing is to have fun.
There's a good comeback for. So she, like she when my family does anything, we're all in. And so
Well,
they
yeah.
started shooting, her and my older daughter started shooting together. And now they're going to go shoot Vegas this year.
Are they competing against each other? Like
No,
do that?
no.
Not like as for shooter of the year, but I mean, do they family?
No, that's not really them. They,
Okay.
Amy's not that competitive, and so she's okay with just shooting. Molly said,
say she's just okay. Like
Yeah.
what?
Molly
It's not
said,
nice.
Molly said, well, I said, what if your mother beats you this weekend? She was like, well, that will be embarrassing.
But it'd be cool.
It would be cool.
We'll have to watch those scores. I see this archer. She keeps turning her peep sight. And Julia has been doing that this week after changing the bows. And I said, okay, is your peep turning? No, it's just habit.
It's just habit.
Well, I guess that's one way to slow your
okay.
game. That and then tightening the weights.
Yep.
Or not tightening the weights, but her stabilizer.
Good picture of my boy.
Yep. Still not. Oh, the face. The
Why
many
do we
faces
always
of
catch
Ryan.
his face?
Aw, see here.
So when he misses,
Hey, Sean.
he misses high
Glad to
left.
have you on, friend. And I agree. Be nice, Scott.
I'm gonna mute you.
Hey, by the way, your wife sent me a text, talking to Sean here. Your wife sent me a text so I could order your $8 million flashlight.
Oh, good. We all need one of those. I've been still waiting for my bobblehead that I wanted for Christmas.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody ordering Scott and Wendy bobbleheads.
Oh yeah. Who wants a Scott and Wendy bobblehead? Anyone? I'll put an order in.
You know what? If we had people that said that yes, they would, I would say go ahead and do it.
Yeah. Go ahead and order the Scott and Wendy bobblehead. It'll be awesome.
But you know what would be bad is if I see them out here on the range.
Yeah.
And people are shooting at them.
It could be bad.
So not funny. I started singing. So Mr. Ochoa is up here with us. I started singing a little bit ago, and then he laughed at me.
Of course.
I would never laugh at you.
Oh,
Never laugh
okay.
at Wendy. There's Julia Cook. There is Wendy's daughter.
Yep.
Sporting her Texas archery shooting jersey.
Maybe a 300 buckle on her too. I don't know.
Maybe. Ellie was pretty excited. TSAA finally got their Shooter of the Year buckles in, and Ellie ended up winning Shooter of the Year for her division.
Oh, nice.
That was her first buckle. She's pretty excited.
She ought to be.
She could not wait to get it on. She was the first to grab one.
Well, gee, I wonder why.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we talk about the many faces of our archers, and Julie has some faces, right?
She does have faces.
Right now, she looks miserable.
Wait a minute. I think Ryan did have a 5X. I don't know why he had that ugly face.
What's with our kids?
I know. Let me see. Am I looking at the right target? Ryan
just gonna
is
be mad.
6C. So I went down there. And looked and just assumed that there must have been a 5, but he must not have liked the shot. Still an
She
X.
almost looks like she's about to cry.
Julia, she always
Yeah.
looks like that.
Does she? And I just don't realize it.
Yeah. You act like the surprising anytime we take a picture of her.
Look, this guy looks mad.
Oh, he does.
I'm going to attack the target.
He's like, I cannot
Here,
believe I got
I'm
stuck
gonna
with a
get it.
left-hander right here. She's all up in my grill right now, and I've got to shoot.
That is so funny. This guy must be Timothy. Yep, there it is, right down the back of his shirt, McCullough. I mean,
I was
Timothy.
about to say, I don't know. I spelled Timothy different than that, but whatever. I'll go with it.
I'm looking at the list of archers, and I've got Timothy McCullough. So there.
I don't know about you,
There's
but I'm
that.
just trying to get warm in here.
It's just because you're sitting next to me.
There's Buck Wild.
She cracked up. I was fast on that one.
You're normally not that fast.
No, I'm slow.
Your comments are usually just mean. All right,
man.
second scoring end done.
What? We are moving on, friends.
We are. We wanted to go ahead and
Friends.
stop that.
I got friends.
No one likes that.
See, Jacqueline, see what you've been missing. Julia did not like that. Is that not in?
I don't know.
That's in, right? They're all in.
I don't know.
I know the bottom one's in. So, yeah, that's an inside out X on the bottom. So, I don't know. She even rolled her eyes.
Let's see how did you see that from here?
How'd I see what?
The roll the eyes. We're like 50 yards away.
Because I could see it on the screen.
Eh. Meh. Well, we have a new setup. This is
Do we? Again?
Why do you keep saying that? Like
Because should anybody be surprised with you?
So we have a new setup getting ready for the rodeo.
If we only had new chairs.
Yep, we moved. We've actually
Chairs.
converted
We moved
everything
chairs.
over so that we can get more distance out of our cameras, which will go 300 feet, which allows us to get the cables way far away.
Yes.
And cameras way far away from us. And then we actually have we're going to be trying out some. Here you go. It's the same one, isn't it?
What does Miss Jacqueline need?
What are you
Because I
looking
have
for?
for this afternoon too.
You can have this. This is for this morning.
That's this morning's list.
So we've got new camera cabling. We're actually not using all the cabling here because I didn't want to recable anything.
No, they're rolled up over here.
But, yeah. So, but we went ahead and converted everything so that we could use the new equipment and Jacqueline could try it out. We have we're gonna probably play a little bit with some instant replay here in a minute.
What?
So once we get back to shooting, we'll go ahead and test that out and see how it works. So Jacqueline can play around with some instant replay. We got to go big or go home, right?
Right.
Thank you to Jeff Dabney for telling me about some of this equipment. I don't know if that's thank you or you jerk. You told me about some cool equipment.
Yeah, I need chairs that I don't have to cart
You know
up
what?
and down the stairs
Look,
before
you go
equipment.
pick some chairs out and send to me. She just insinuates like, oh, it'd be nice to have chairs. Like she keeps going like, you know what? Just go
I'm
order them.
like, hey Scott, where are the chairs? Oh, they're in the podcast room. You can go get them if you want them. Oh, yeah. What? So the two klutziest people in here went and got chairs and brought them upstairs.
Right. Julia's like, hey, where's the chairs? I'm like, in the podcast room.
So Julia and I, being the two klutziest, went and got them.
One thing that's very cool about the equipment is it allows us to record everything in HD locally at the same time as online, which we couldn't do before. And we get to record every single camera. So if we miss, you picking your nose or itching your butt,
Yeah, because we saw
we
a
got
lot
it.
of that last night.
We got it. We've got you on camera. Don't worry. I can pull that footage. It's easy now.
Did you go back and look at it yesterday?
didn't. I didn't have
I can
time.
tell you who it was.
At what time?
There was somebody on the line, and that was towards the end of the night. But
Yeah.
1 and 2 times before towards the end of the night. So beginning and middle, it was one person.
Okay.
I won't call you out.
We'll go ahead and do instant replay of one of the little ones on the next round.
The littles.
See if Jacqueline. Now, we got headphones for Jacqueline and everything.
Sweet. So if you are here anytime this weekend, we do have T-shirts that are in this range for the SYWAT. We also have a fundraiser going on right down below us, and I may be buying the most because I got 2
The
packages
mostest.
I got 2 packages of cookies yesterday. Oh my goodness, there's a German chocolate cookies, I think is what they were called. That's right. And I drank my coffee before I got here. But yes, those would be awesome with coffee. Then there are homemade chocolate chip cookies, which were wonderful. I had one of those, and I did share the other one with Julia. So it's for a donation. You can spend as much as you please. That is for Texas Archery JOAD Archers. I thank Miss Amy Wood for bringing that. She can bring more if she likes, if she happens to be listening.
Yeah, and I may have mentioned this, but or she may have mentioned it is a fundraiser for
Yes,
our Texas
it
Archery
did.
JOAD Club, so it allows us to buy candy, which is what we love
Wow,
to fill
it
our
is
kids with.
So awesome that Scott really listens.
Yeah. Well, I've got a lot going on.
Do you?
I do. I'm gonna head down there and take a picture of Amy real quick.
All right, you go do that. He'll probably get down there and be too late. All right, here's 2 of our young archers and 2 of our cubs. We have 4 cubs shooting this morning. We have Hope Sanders, Bo Perry. He's listed as Will Perry, but he goes by Bo. Isabella Little and Dean Rosas. Very cool to see these kiddos here. This, if you listen, you'll hear me say, this is the future of archery. We've got to keep these kiddos engaged and make sure they're having fun. Scott and I, if you're on here, you probably know, we have Raising an Archer. It's a podcast that we do. And of course, this is how we're bringing you the live feed while we are here at Texas Archery. We have a recording room here at Texas Archery. It's on the other side of the shop where we do video podcast. Scott has forced me to have podcast equipment at home where we do podcast remotely. Not my most favorite. Doesn't seem as personable, but we get it done. He has lots of editing to do when we do these remotely. So within the cubs that we're shooting there, we had barebow. We had 2 barebow shooters, a freestyle shooter, and a bow hunter freestyle. Here we see Ryan Booth as well as Ivy Gonzalez there. Ivy does a great job of supporting our younger archers. I wanted to say our youth. I still consider Ryan Booth youth. because we've been around him so long. He is not quite a youth anymore. But Ivy is great supporting the what I call littles, as well as I'm going to say our adult youth. Some of our adults act like youth. It's hard to see Ryan when he considers himself struggling. If you're looking at that target right there, not I don't see a struggle shot in those 4 that he has already shot. He's on his 5th arrow right now. At full draw, this young man was fletching arrows at like 10 o'clock last night. Looky there, another inside out X. Very nice end for Ryan Booth. We have our top line shooters coming up. So the way that SYWAT works is that bottom shooters shoot first. So if your target is on the bottom, you're going to shoot first. If your target is on the top, you're going to shoot second. That's why for the first half, you keep your target where it is. You do not rotate top and bottom after each end like USA Archery. However, there's my word, however, I use it all the time. When it comes to the half, those archers who are shooting on the bottom will now shoot top. They'll put their targets on the top. And those who are shooting on the top will now shoot bottom. That is at the halfway mark. That is a time that a lot of archers will make a mistake. And if they were shooting the top, when they go up to shoot the bottom, they will accidentally shoot that top target, which will result in a miss. We hate seeing that happen. Happens all the time. It even happens at Vegas. It happens at nationals. It happens on those large stages. There's my new little friend, Bo. Oh, I thought he had a smile there, but he obviously didn't like that shot. Taking a deep breath, visualizing it, I hope. You got a glimpse of Scott taking a picture behind him. Scott took one of the cameras down. Thought he'd go ahead and take some pictures while he's down there. Because he went to take a picture of Amy. If you are new to Texas Archery, close by we do have Subway. There is a little taco shop in the gas station. There is Las Ramadas that is right around the corner. Great Mexican food. There's a McDonald's. Those are just right here on the corners. There is a Kroger nearby, so if you need that apple for National Apple Day and to keep the doctor away, you can grab an apple there. Here's Mr. Noah Hughes, one of Texas Archery's own youth shooters. You can see the gentleman behind him did not move while Noah was at full draw. That is proper line etiquette. If someone is at full draw, you do not move. That way you do not disrupt them. You don't accidentally bump into them. And they can do their best at getting their shot off. All right, we are going back down to score. Wonder how scores are doing. We will get that out to you shortly. You may hear kiddos in the background crying. This is a family place. It's a family affair. Here in this range, we do have stadium seating where families can come and hang out and watch their archers if you can get here to see it live, which this is live. This is not a recording that we're doing right now as well. There's Scott taking pictures. So Texas Archery has 1, 2, 3 ranges. The one that we are in right now, a lot of the time, is set up as an indoor 3D range. It can go 40 yards. We've got 2 different levels where you can simulate hunting. Animals will be scattered around on the floor, not live, not dead, but animal targets. Then we've got right next door, we have a 50-yard range within the building. Just on the other side of the wall to the left is a 50-yard range. Then on the other side of the store, we have a 20-yard range. The 20-yard does have 1 row of spectator seating. So we get to come here and shoot indoors. It's fully air conditioned. It's pretty nice. Down here in Texas, it does get pretty hot at times. So to be able to come indoors, and then of course it used to rain quite often. We've been seeing a little bit more rain. Praise God. But it still has not been wet. You can see that buckle right there on the table. Pretty sweet.
All right, I'm back.
Are you?
Doing a little bit of a photo shoot with everybody down there.
That's the picture of the shooter of the year for TSAA.
Good looking buckle.
We do have buckles for the 300
I wonder who designed
club.
that.
Probably wasn't you.
The guy that designed that is pretty awesome. Oh, that was me.
Oh.
It's me. How about that? Amy's like, how'd I do? I'm like, I don't know how you did. I can't see. She's like,
Don't worry about how you did.
she
Worry
looks
about
down
the
there.
next shot.
She's like, well, crap. I just had another miss.
Oh.
She's like, I had an X, 4,
Hey, an
and a
X.
miss.
Focus on that X. We just did a podcast with Matthew Parmenter, and he said that's what he focuses on is that perfect shot. That one, what was that, shot of bliss or something?
Yes, yes. That one shot of bliss. If you guys want it, that is a very good podcast.
Yes, it
really was.
is.
It was probably, I would say, one of our best of the 59 that we've done so far.
It was one of my
They're
favorites.
all very good. They're all very
Yeah,
good. One thing that I think that made that one better for me was I think the video piece of it was really good. So the video.
I do like doing video podcasts. I know it's harder for you to edit.
It actually
but
was easier with the new setup. I was able to do
Well,
it
there we
very
go.
quickly. I just don't edit much at all. I just enough.
Yeah, you don't have to with me.
That's right. No, I do have to edit out. Well, indeed. I have to edit out all the hey friend, and
You don't have to. You choose to.
I edit out anytime she talks. So it's just me.
So when you
She
hear
thinks.
dead
Luckily,
space,
she doesn't. Luckily, she doesn't listen to it, or she'd be like, "Wait a minute, why am I not on this podcast?"
Oh man.
No, we have a lot of fun. I really
do.
do. The podcast is something that Wendy and I did on the side. I was like, I'm not sure. Like, we came up with 10 topics, and I'll give you a little history on this because, if anybody out there has ever done it or even thought about it, it is a little bit of it's a little intimidating because you're just like, okay, I'm going to start this,
I was
and then
never intimidated.
and how long can it go? Do you run out of conversation?
Never.
Is it hard? It was a little rough at first for us, I think.
Well, no, I think because we were working on the right topics. We were trying to determine the right topics.
And even when we talked, we were just like, we were trying to keep to a script. We were trying to keep, making sure it's a certain time. And I bet you if we listen to our old ones versus the new ones, there's a whole different, feel to them because we were much more comfortable now than we used to be at it. But when we first came up, we came up with about 10 topics.
I started to say something else. Well,
Yeah, I think we came up with about 10 topics. And I'm sure we probably only used 2 of those. I probably should go back and look at what the 10 topics were.
Yeah, I thought we covered all of them.
Maybe. I don't think so. Because I think we kept going, oh, you know what? Let's do this one. Oh, let's do this one. And next thing you know, I think are we on episode 59? I think we're on 59.
It's either 59 or 60, I don't
60
know.
is coming out November 1st.
Ow, sweet. Not sweet that I just bumped my knee. But
So the podcast has been a lot of fun, and we're getting
hey,
better at
we
it.
both said fun.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So it's called Raising an Archer. It's on all major podcast platforms. If you want to watch the video of Matthew Parmenter, you will have to go to Patreon and look up Raising an Archer, and you'll be able to watch it there. Well, as
And we
long as
talk
you pay.
about
You
Matthew
pay.
Parmenter, the greatness about Matthew Parmenter. And
greatness.
I'm going to say it, that's greatness, because we've watched this young man grow, over the last several years. 6, 7 years? And he is a youth archer that has just made tremendous growth and tremendous gains. You see him shoot nationally. I think he was at every USAT that we were. He might have even gone to SoCal. I'm not sure. That's the one that we did not make this year. And it's just absolutely amazing to watch him shoot and to see the growth in him.
It's fun to watch all these kids shoot. It
Oh,
really
absolutely.
is. Houston is they have some great recurve
Yes.
archers here in the Houston area, and love seeing these kids shoot at a national level and compete. I really
Yes.
don't care where you're from, as long as you are from Texas and you're winning.
And I learned, I've seen this kid for years, and I learned things about him during the podcast that I did not know.
Like he's a good kid.
Now, I knew that.
He had five. There's 5 of them.
Yes, that I did not know.
There's 5 Matthew Parmenters out there. There's Larry Ellis. He is probably one of our biggest fans. He listens
Yes.
immediately when they come out our podcast.
Evidently, we're funny, Scott, because he says he listens to us in the mornings, and he has to watch out that he doesn't spit his coffee everywhere.
There you go. So if you want to spit your coffee out
If we're good for nothing else, we're good for causing people
for
to
some
laugh.
good conversation. We've all been so busy, and now
Have
we have an agent. Why do you
We
keep
have
saying
an
have we?
agent.
Is that your new thing? I'm gonna have to stop that too.
Can't say friend. Can't say have we.
Every time I say
Have
say something,
you?
have you?
Really?
Yeah.
Hey,
You
but
can't-
I did
You're gonna
learn.
have to stop doing that.
So trying to up my game, I did learn that the catchphrase in broadcasting is "Tell me more." So
Tell
there
me
we
more.
go. Tell me more, Scott.
You don't want to do that because I wouldn't stop.
Tell me more. Tell me more. Oh, well, Scott's throwing things
Dang it.
now. Good thing you said that word and not your other word.
I never say the other word.
Tell me more, Scott.
Tell me more, Scott. My thumb hurts.
Did you just do that?
Yeah. Like pulled my
Hey,
skin back right
check it
there.
out.
I've got a hangnail.
Keith is here and he's watching online. Awesome. Ryan, oh my goodness. A while ago, he had 5 X's and his face was like, he was disgusted.
Yeah, he's working on a lot of things. Poor kid puts on more time than I know he's my son, but I don't know of anybody that practices more than he does. He puts in at least 4 hours a day, and I'm not even over exaggerating that. If he will literally spend 8 hours practicing sometimes, and he's very specific on how he practices. It's not like he just goes and just shoots. He has a goal or a plan that what he's going to do for that day. And sometimes I just tell him, "Hey, dude, it's time to take a break." When it was hot outside, he'd be out there for 4 hours on that concrete shooting.
One of our very first podcasts that we did in Vegas, not that one.
There's Autumn and her husband Lee.
Yeah, very nice people. But Whiffler and
Alex.
Well, I was gonna say Industries, but anyway, and his mom Chris. And Mom talked about the hours that he used to put in, and that he would actually bleed
Yeah.
from practicing, and he would have to. She would make him come in, force him to come in. Autumn didn't like that shot.
I think Amy got them all in
Sweet.
for score.
I love that for her.
Julia's still clean
Nice.
so far
So far.
with 15 X's.
I just choose not to look. Pretty pink bow here.
Just 2 arrows. We had to build arrows up for what, yesterday, 2 days ago.
Thursday, 2 days ago. All the days are running together.
They really are.
Yeah, Julia was down to 4 arrows, 3 good arrows.
Yeah,
One that was
Ryan called me to panic last night. He was down to 4 arrows.
Yeah, 10
so-
o'clock.
Yeah, he's
The boy was fletching arrows.
getting them ready.
What time did he get them done?
I don't know. They went to bed before me.
Oh, okay.
I think he had a couple. He just went ahead and replaced points in them and was able just to get some together.
I went upstairs and sent an email for work, and that was that. I told Julia, she was on her phone, and said, "You need to go to sleep. It's like 10:30." Okay, kind of protesting, putting the phone down, and then she's got one. I'm not sure.
They're all in.
I mean, it's a 5, but
No, they're all in.
okay. So she, the next thing I know, she turns the
There's
phone off.
Lily.
She had a
Lily
birthday
Dawn.
this week.
Did she?
Yep.
She's
Her
got
mama
the,
is right down below
the
us
new
here.
Hoyt Stratus. She's shooting SVX cams.
How's she liking it?
She says it shoots well. When she gets nervous, she says it shoots left.
Just wondering.
She says in practice it works. Shoots great.
Yeah. What is it about that bow that when you get nervous, it
I don't know. I
is
don't know
it
if it's.
that sensitive?
I don't know if it's not forgiving of
Yeah.
a bow. I don't know, or we've set something up wrong on them, but we are struggling a little bit on those Hoyt Stratuses to get them tuned. But
Yeah.
when they tune, they shoot really well. And for Lily, it's she even thinks it's just something with her nerves.
Yeah. Well, that's what. But for the bow to react that way is, not all bows will do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you said, some are more forgiving than others.
We sold a lot of them this year. Those Stratuses.
Yeah. Have you heard any chatter through the grapevine of what their next big thing's going to be?
Hoyt. Mm-hmm. Hoyt is coming out with a new hunting bow, November 8th. We will have them here on November 8th.
Will you?
We
And I
will.
don't mean that like, will you? No.
Yeah, we'll have them
Seriously,
here.
will you?
We've already pre-ordered our bows.
Okay.
We'll be the first to get them.
All right.
And then they are making some major changes.
And what's the name
new
of
cams. They won't tell me that.
those?
So the one thing, a little thing behind the scenes on an archery shop, these manufacturers, the only information they give you. So for example, Hoyt sends you a document and says here's your preview order. You don't get to pick anything. You don't get to pick colors. You don't get to pick sizes. You don't get to pick
This
anything.
is what you're getting.
This is what you're getting. You're getting.
You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
Yeah, you're getting. And I'm just gonna make these numbers up. You get 10 big bows and 10 small bows.
Oh,
You're like, okay, that's it. So that's what shows up. Same for same for Matthews. Matthews, I'll say, hey, I want 60% of the bigger bows and 40% of the smaller bows.
You're like,
That's how you do it.
oh, okay.
That's it. And I'll get to pick some of the colors. Maybe I'll say, give
Maybe.
me more solids than anything
I
else.
like this view. I'm sorry to interrupt, but with the tablet there, that shows the live scoring, how that works. I just about any kid can
Yeah.
work this, young or old alike. They click on the tournament, the shooting time. Look, she's just clicked on the name, and this is where
there
they
you go.
put the scores. And so there are 5 squares, and the square that is lit up that's yellow is where you're going to put in the score. So if it's a 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, because
What's the math on that?
16 plus 5 would be 21.
There you go. It's funny you did it that way. I did it. You said 5, 4, 4, 4, 4. I
just
was
took
like,
off
I just
4.
took 4 points off,
Yeah.
and it was 21.
Yeah. I teach math both ways. Because, some kids get it one way and some kids get it the other way. No biggie.
That's
But it is a
5, 5,
super.
5, 5, 4. Okay, so that's 20 plus 4. That's 24.
There are some kids that that's the easiest way for them instead of 25 minus
Yeah, I believe
124.
it. I believe it.
But going back to the app, this is a super, super simple, easy breezy way of scoring. Here at Texas Archery, the tablets are provided. However, this if Amy listens to it, if
She will.
okay, please don't shoot me, Amy. You're really good at shooting now.
Yeah.
The app can be used on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
That means that an archery shop, a club, whoever is using this app does not have to buy equipment to go with it. There is another online scoring app that is used nationally. You have to have tablets to go with that.
They did move to a cell phone option.
Did
which,
they?
Yep.
All
And
right.
I've
never seen the cell phone option.
The difference with Eyes on Score is that it works for all organizations.
Yes.
So it will work for NFAA. It
US.
will work for USA. It'll work for 3D, shoot field
Yes.
for both NFAA,
Oh my
USA.
goodness, it's awesome for field. So for the state tournaments, parents for the most part are not allowed to walk with their kids, especially if they're shooting. But they can walk, but they're not supposed to be part of the scoring. They are nothing but just spectators. And if a parent chooses not to walk the field, then they have no clue how their archer is shooting.
Right.
Here we can say, hey, how'd you do? How was that? You got like bugs. I don't know what you got on you.
The heck? Leaning up against something.
Yeah, you were. It was like spider web. And
It's
so
Halloween.
yeah, there you go. Again, if we could ask our archers when they're coming off the line here, hey, how'd you do? Well, half the time they're going to tell us, I don't know. Well, didn't you just score that? Yeah, but I don't remember what it was.
Right.
It was literally
Literally.
20 yards away.
That is true.
But in field, you don't really know how. You can be sitting back at I'm going to call it the clubhouse, wherever, the meeting spot is. You can sit there and watch it on your phone.
A Starbucks,
We have done
wherever
this.
you want to be.
We used this in the hill country at Canyon Lake, and archers would go down in a valley, wouldn't see that score, but as soon as they popped back up,
There it is.
it would auto-populate. And you could see it automatically on your phone. Like, I got excited about it. I got up on the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
I did. I've only
All right.
had one cup of coffee.
We're going to try instant replay here. So here's Alexis.
So if we blip y'all out, don't worry. Y'all just come on back. Trying out the new equipment, the fun stuff.
So right after she shoots, we'll go ahead and hit stop. Go ahead and hit play. And then hit there. And there we go. Instant replay of that last shot. There you go.
And you call her Alexis. Is it Alexa?
Oh, it may be Alexa. Oh, it probably is Alexa. Alexis, Alexa.
Don't worry, honey. He does that to everybody's name.
I do. So the instant replay is going to come in handy when it comes, especially when it comes to live or head-to-head.
Oh, she didn't like that one. That one does look to be a 4.
So one thing to clarify, we had mentioned that I had put out there, hey, we got the buckles in if you want to buy one, where if you shoot a 300 this weekend, you can buy one of the buckles.
I had people contacting me and contacting Julia going like, what? We had to buy our own buckles now? No. Scott just was not very clear in what he was stating.
Right. So if you shot a 300 and you wanted your buckle today or tomorrow, you can go ahead and buy it. If you want to wait and try to shoot another 300 in January, then we will we will go ahead and give you a buckle. You'll earn your
Yes.
300 club buckle.
So
for
if you
free.
get those 2 300s here at the shop, you do not have to purchase your own buckle. I get to see this young lady shoot here as well as outdoor target.
Alexa, she's joined the Texas archery team as well.
Oh, has she?
Yep.
It is so hard for us to get here on Sundays. Either there are swim meets on the weekends or we're,
she's talking to herself.
good.
Is she singing? I think she's
I
singing.
think she's singing. That's probably what I would do too.
I'm going to get you down there shooting.
I'm not so sure about that. It's much easier to talk about than to actually do.
Right.
And if I got down there, you'd make fun of me.
I would make fun of you.
So I'm not going to do it. I have been asked for years, and a lot of that comes from Tracy Trigg. When are you going to shoot? Why aren't you shooting? You need to shoot. And they just chasing my kids around. When would I practice?
Right.
With work, when would I practice? This, I don't have to practice. I talk all the time. I think
She does talk all the time.
I like to talk. See, this view of Ryan is great. We didn't see any.
I know it is kind of a cool view.
We didn't
should
see
have
any
been
frustration on his
we should have been
face.
recording that, shouldn't we have been?
There was no huge bow English on that. It looked really smooth. I'm holding my breath. Just
He's holding a
watching this
long
shot. He
time.
is holding a long time.
That's
Very good
It's
job.
actually
I think like he
it's
can hear
actually-
me. Like,
it's actually a good thing because as long as he can hold, I mean,
yeah, because he's been having a problem. He gets back to that anchor point and doesn't
just
immediately
fires.
Or
Yep.
sometimes he wouldn't even get back to the anchor point and he
Yep.
would fire. And that was the huge
he
struggle
did
with
have
him.
a 5 there, but that's
Yeah.
okay. This is a good 60 arrows to get back into it.
Yes.
He'll probably shoot again this weekend.
Oh, that was a nice shot. Inside out X. Our top line shooters are back up to the line. Our Buckwild friends. It's fun to say that now, but
Buckwild.
the first time Steven even asked me, "You're gonna go to what kind of a shoot?"
Buckwild.
Buckwild. Well, do you know what you're doing? No, not really. And it was just a regular old archery tournament.
Yeah, so we're
It's
still
the name of their
Yeah.
group.
So we're playing around with the instant replay. So we will take a look here again, and so look at Ryan's last shot from above. So we'll go ahead and switch over. I want to see how this actually works. It seems to be working pretty good. All right, and there it is. So let's go back to the action.
All right.
We'll have to. That's why it's good. This is why we ended up doing this so that we could do some practicing, see how that works. You may see some more instant replay. We got to figure out how to so she can cue us when she's ready to do an instant replay.
All right.
Okay. So you can hear us, Jacqueline, right?
Should we have our hands in the air like she just
can hear
don't
us?
care?
Okay. So Jacqueline, if you decide, hey, I want to do some an instant replay, go ahead and smack Wendy in the head with something.
I'm on the far side from her. She'd have to hit you before she got me.
So you can reach over, do something, tap me, let's try. We'll have to figure out some type of cue that we know.
Hands
instant
in the
replay.
air like you just don't care.
I wish there was a way that she could talk where we could hear her.
Yeah,
I don't think that's possible.
probably is. You probably just hadn't researched it yet.
Yeah. Let's see here. Testing. Can you hear me?
Well, I can hear you.
Testing.
I
Can you
can
guys hear
hear
me?
you. Yep.
I can't hear Wendy. Yeah, that's what it
Probably
was.
muted me.
I did mute you for there a second, I think.
Uh-huh.
Seems like there's got to be a way.
What end are we on, Scott? Have you even told anybody about scores lately?
Oh, we were.
And the hamburger.
This is
The sixth end?
The sixth end. So we'll be taking a
All right.
break after this.
8-minute break is what I have learned.
8 minutes. We'll be back in 2 and 2
our
and 2 and
field
2.
governor.
Who was it that you said we'll be back in 2 and 2?
I don't know.
So we'll be back in 2 and 2, 2 and 2.
I just learned about the Sunday was Monster Jam. A little bit of trivia there.
So if you guys are wanting to see the scores, the live scores, go to eyesonscore.com. Up in the top right corner, as Wendy would say, the hamburger,
Hamburger.
the 3 little lines. Click on that. You'll see everything that's running this weekend, live or the live competitions. I think there's 2 of them out there this weekend. Click on the one for this SYWAT, and you'll be able to see the live updated scores.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, Wendy.
I think the quote of the day goes so well with the competition.
What is the quote of the day?
The reward for work well done is the opportunity to do more.
That's lame.
I thought it was awesome. All right.
Lame.
Oh. What was Julia's again?
She had dropped an X. That's still not bad.
Yep, I see it.
I mean, that's pretty solid round. So wait a minute, why does she only have 4?
Something didn't
4
update.
ends?
Didn't confirm.
Wait a minute. Did I click on somebody's that has 6? Let's see here. That's 5 ends. So they've got 25, 20, 20. So somebody put in some extra scores. So that was actually the 5th end, not the 6th.
Surely they'll fix it.
One thing I've asked our developers to do is like when people are not there, the only option I have is to delete them. And I don't want to delete them. I want to just remove them from being seen. And so that's going to be one of our options moving forward is, they're not here. We're going to go ahead and remove them, so they can't see them out there. And if they do show up, then we can re-enable them.
Aw. Miss Booth is watching. She's watching.
Miss Booth,
Uh-huh.
my mom.
She says yes. She says so exciting. Amy is shooting on target 1.
I'm glad you're keeping up with that because it doesn't show up on the chat here, which is, I'm going to have to figure out why it doesn't do that.
So Ellie and Molly are shooting together this afternoon, correct?
Yes.
And so Amy is on target 1 and Ryan is on target 6. So daughter-in-law and grandson shooting right now.
Yeah, Amy is doing great for her first tournament. There's several
Woo!
first shooters out there. You were working with somebody that was a first-time shooter as well.
Yes, Bo. David talking about how Noah is growing. We are almost to the half.
Oh, if Amy's really close to her, I was like, she said her goal was 175.
Yeah.
And if she can step it up here, she might actually get closer to 200.
Nice.
Yeah.
It is so cool
I said,
to
are you
watch
nervous
her
out
shoot.
there? And she's just like,
Not really?
It's just like a little nervous. Not like when I have to speak in front of people. Like, yeah, it is definitely different. The one thing is like you just don't want to step up to the line and look like an idiot.
Well, this is the thing with
the thing is
archery,
you won't.
is that it is an individual sport, but you're on the line with a multitude of people.
Yep.
It's not just you out there, unless you are running the clock down and you are, or if you had some struggle and
Right.
you're taking some time. But other than that, you are not alone out there on the line. And I would be willing to bet there is someone with the same amount of nerves as you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even more.
Looks like that one that I looked at's already been fixed.
Awesome. Some little baby is not happy down there, but we're happy to have them here. love having families come together, families that go and try. It's family time for us. It used to really be family time for us whenever Luke was shooting, because then all four of us were together because Stephen would come and watch. And, it was pretty cool for the Texas Ringer. My mother-in-law came, and that was nice to see her here. Actually, I didn't get to see her here. I heard she was here.
Because you were up here busy with me.
I was up here.
Those littles have some struggle to get it higher. So the one thing you may not have noticed, but the new bales that we have are way taller than our old ones that we
Yes.
pull in here. The reason why is that USA Archery requires what does USA require for the center of the bale?
130 centimeters.
That is right. And so you have to take those bales, and from the ground all the way up is 133. So where they were, the 130. The 130, it didn't hit the center.
Yeah.
And so we went ahead and built them so that everything meets USA requirements. Doesn't matter if it's 10 or 9 meters or 18 meters.
Oh, poor baby hit her arm. Oh. That's not funny. But look at her. She goes back, knocks that area again. We're going to massage
I
a
gotta
little
tell
bit.
ya,
Gonna look at it.
Isabella, she shoots here all the time. She's become one of the fixtures here because she's here so much shooting. She's going to join the Texas Archery JOAD Club here, and I think in the next week or two.
Little cutie.
She just got herself a new pink bow.
It's still bothering her. Look at that face. Oh, but I'm going to shoot through the pain.
She's doing great.
I've done that a time or two. Did archery tag in Vegas 3 or 4 years ago. And yeah, I was slapping my arm. I didn't really care about form. I was having fun. And man, at the end of the day, it was all purple.
Did it bleed?
No, it did not bleed, but I was actually worried about coming home on the flight and
It looked
go
like
like,
what happened to your
yes.
arm.
Yes, it was awful. I was like, oh, surely that won't
Yeah.
hurt any, like, blood clot or.
Blood clot. And die.
I always go with death.
We wouldn't want Wendy to get a blood clot and die. Who am I going to have to pick on?
You're right. Who would you be next victim?
Yep, that was Dean shooting. Is he a new shooter, Dean?
I've seen him shoot a couple times.
I went ahead, just if Dad is watching, I switched him to BBR because Barebow, Texas went ahead and changed the rule so that they would do Barebow recurve as an option, which is really a good option because now they don't have to compete against archers with compound archers that are shooting bare bow. So Barebow is allowed to have wheels. There are limitations to it, but Barebow recurve were mixed in together up until a few years ago for adults, and then this year TFAA went ahead and approved it for all the divisions. So I switched all of them. When I see them with a recurve, I go ahead and switch them. If that's a problem, you just let us know and we'll fix it. But I think that's where most of them want to be, if not all. With these new rules, people don't realize some of them have changed, and just like me, stuff has changed that we didn't even realize had changed.
Stuff we didn't even care to read.
Right. Alexa is there.
Full draw.
Full draw. Looks like a good shot, yeah.
She liked it.
She'll take it. We have Ivy and Ryan last on the line.
Of course. No. And then there was Ryan.
Ryan still has 2 arrows to go.
Taking his time. Nothing wrong with that.
The one thing on the camera is that just behind the scenes, Jacqueline does such a good job. She's actually changing the targets so that, changing the cameras so that she can be prepared
Nice shot.
she's like ahead of the game. So whenever she's like, oh, I've got Ryan up there, I'm going to go ahead and move one of the cameras to the target, and so that they can do picture to picture, or she can do, or she has it prepared for another scene that's coming up, so that she can transition to it. She does such a good job at it.
And Julie goes, Jacqueline's so much better. I'm like, Jacqueline's been doing it for a while.
Yeah, Jacqueline's very good at this.
Yeah. He
Oh.
didn't like that. I caught it. They all caught it. It's 5 X's.
He'll take it.
Yep.
Yeah, half shaft.
Yeah.
No, he was one of our elite youth archers. I know he's struggling a little today, but we just extended his draw length on
Right.
Thursday, a half inch. He's grown.
Why
And so
did you
he's-
make all these changes on Thursday?
I don't know. They come in, we look. I don't really look at what tournaments are coming up, because we want to get these kids. For me, we'll make a change immediately because we have other tournaments that are more important,
Right.
like Aggie Invite, which is in, rodeo's in a
Rodeo's
week.
next week.
We have Aggie
Then
Invite
Aggie
the next week, so
Invite.
we want to try to get ahead of those.
And before we know it, Indoor Nationals will be here.
Yes. And we want to make sure that these kids are ready. I would rather them struggle through this and figure it out,
Right.
And then be ready for those others instead of us waiting, because we know what happens when we wait. It doesn't matter. It's the day before. It's just too short. They're
Right.
missing big. So we've just learned,
Oh, he didn't like that.
just go ahead and
whatever it
make the change. Is that Noah's target? Yep. There
I
we
can't
go.
tell with that one. It's a jar liquor.
Let's see. Jacqueline, we're going to play a little bit here. Let's see that picture in picture.
Just noticed with Noah, he changes his mouth position before he ever comes back to anchor. That would mess me up.
Camera 4.
But if that's part of his shot process,
Right.
that's what works for him.
Let's go
That's,
ahead. Do you think that picture in picture is a good size, or do you think it should be a little bigger?
Not bigger.
Not bigger?
No,
You think it's a good size?
I think it's a good size. Because if we needed to, we would just flip to that screen, period.
That's true. I think we had it too small before.
Last night it was too big.
You think so? So that's the same size.
I don't think so. I think that
Is
the
it?
original one that we put on
yes,
Derek.
it did change. Yep. I was trying to see where we could actually see it better. There's Autumn. Such a pretty name, isn't it?
It is. And she's so sweet.
Maybe I should have her up here Sunday afternoon since she's so sweet. It's a good round.
It is. Is that hers?
That's hers. Isn't it? Yep.
Nice.
See, Jacqueline's good.
She is good.
She's like she knows what we need before we know it.
Exactly.
The other day, yesterday, I was going to go get candy, and I said, the guys were like, "Hey, make sure you get some Dr. Pepper." And so I call
Where's
Molly.
the candy?
I'm going to go get candy. It's all downstairs. And I said,
I did not know that.
I'm going to go pick up the candy. I said, I think I'm going to run inside and get some Dr. Pepper. And she's like, what? No, I've already ordered the Dr. Pepper. I'm like, really? You knew to do it? She's like, yeah. I was like, wow, you know what I need before I need it.
That's awesome.
Jacqueline's getting to be like that.
Okay, does that mean that we are now at the half?
Yes,
You sure?
we
sure
are.
this time?
Yes,
All right.
kind of.
Maybe. That will bring us to our 8-minute break.
Two and two, or 4 and 4. We'll see you guys in 4 and 4. And she muted me. Once we get to that, I'm going to go ahead and change this to 8, so they know that it's 8 minutes. So once David says, we'll be back in 8 minutes, you guys will get to see it. You know what? You know what I can do? Sounds good. Well, I'm still here. I'm looking for stuff. So I'm going to get some little music going here for us while I'm looking this up, and then we'll...
Switch to it. Oh, hit the wrong one.
You know the drama is never ending. Don't let it get the best of you. And all the fake friends just keep pretending. That's how the little things get huge. Paralyzing every pore. Oh, you feel it taking over you. To the center of your core. The lies are getting overused. When you are under the weather, getting caught in the storm. Do you remember? I told you if we dance in the blizzard, we are not getting cold. So keep on dancing, baby. Baby. Baby.
I think I'm going to give you guys a little teaser of the video podcast that we had with Matthew Parmenter.
Who is ready for raising an archer?
Me, 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 me.
All right, we have Matthew Parmenter here with us, and what a pleasure it is to have you on the show with us.
It really is. I don't know why it's taken this long.
I know. I pushed the issue. She didn't want to have you.
Oh, yeah. That was it?
Yeah, that's
That was it. I was like, no, really, he's a good kid. And she's like, I don't know.
Well, I'm thrilled to be here, so thank you.
Well, Matthew
already.
Yeah, Matthew is one of the top recurve archers, youth archers in Houston, if not in the nation.
Yeah.
And we wanted to have you on the show, kind of
I love it.
get to
He
know
goes,
you. Yep. Even though he did come in third place in his first national competition.
that was his first national.
First nationals with the first year.
At
he
11,
comes in third. Yeah.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
I just don't bring that up.
We won't bring up that you got
Thank
beat
you.
by your little
It
brother,
was-
but you know,
Painful memories right there.
he's all of a sudden in the corner rocking back and forth.
Yep.
Stupid third place.
To my brother who got second.
At my middle school, that's the only thing anyone ever remembers about my archery is that Ben beat me.
No way.
Yep.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, because he made sure to tell a lot of people.
Why would he do that?
I have no idea.
See,
why would
being
they
an
do
only
that?
child, I wouldn't know anything about that.
So we have Matthew here. We want to kind of introduce him to everybody. So Matthew, tell us what discipline do you shoot? How old you are?
So I'm 16 years old, and I shoot Olympic recurve with a win-and-win bow.
How long have you been shooting?
I've been shooting for 5.5 years now, since this summer going into my 6th grade year. And that's been for the past 4 years now, 5 to 7 times a week. So,
All right, 5 to 7. That was one of the questions I was going to ask. And how did you get into archery?
So I got into archery because I was reading this book series called Ranger's Apprentice by John Flanagan. And it's this phenomenal series. And in it, the main character is this little boy who picks up archery, and it completely changes his life. It takes him all over the world. He gets to do the coolest things ever, and I just thought that was awesome. And so I really, really wanted to give archery a try. And actually for a while, for about 6 or so months, I was just shooting in my backyard with this little Genesis bow we had. And I got pretty good with it, actually. And
You
so
started with a compound.
I did start with a compound. Yep, a little bare bow compound. And so I asked my mom for my birthday if I could have some archery lessons, because I drove past Houston Archery every day on my way to school. I was like, "Hey, Mom, if I just went there, you could just drop me off and then pick me up, and then we'd be all good." And so we did, and I got 4 lessons initially, and the first lesson, it was just phenomenal, and everything kind of clicked, and I understood it, and everything just kind of took off from there. And then within a couple months, I was competing, and then within a year, I'd set a state record and went on to nationals. Yep.
Awesome. So, how are you and that book character alike now?
Oh boy. Well, I don't know how alike we are, but I went back and read it a couple months ago, and I just cringed at everything I read because I was like, "Oh, that's not possible. That's not happening."
You didn't make those things happen?
No,
No, nope.
Nope, no
Just
shot.
straight nope.
Did it say something like he was pulling like a 250-pound recurve bow?
it wasn't 250, but they said he initially started off with an 80-pound one. And
Of course, and that's what everybody starts off with.
I was like, "Oh boy. Well, I think the Olympians are around 50." So giving a 14-year-old boy who's never shot before an 80-pound bow a recurve, not the best idea.
That is awesome. 80 pounds
80 pounds, yeah.
for recurve.
So I see your mom lots of places. Love her. What does she think about? Did she think that it was going to go this far?
Oh, not at all. There's no chance when I got into it that she was gonna that this was gonna take such a major turn and be such an integral part of my life. I mean, the first couple of lessons, it's just like, okay, he's good at this, but it's archery. So,
Right.
I was doing other sports at the time. I was playing basketball. I was playing baseball. And it's not really something when you get into it that you expect to be, so time consuming and so competitive, really. Because it's just something you never hear about. You hear about people going and hunting, but with a recurve bow, I mean, that really doesn't happen that much. So you think of it more as just a recreational thing, kind of for fun. And then once you go to a couple tournaments, man, you just get hooked.
Yes.
So, I mean, it really took off from there. And I think after, there was one tournament, it was here actually at Texas Archery, one of the SYWATs. I shot at 299 at 10 yards, and this was after maybe 6 months of shooting. And that kind of flipped a switch in me that I was like, all right, this is for real. I got a shot at doing something in this.
So you mentioned that you started out with a Genesis bow,
Mm-hmm.
and then we talk about you shoot recurve now. So how did that transition happen?
Well, it was actually a very natural transition because I was shooting it just like you would a normal recurve, right? I didn't have a release, I didn't have anything so I was using 3 fingers, and it actually, for the initial first couple of lessons, it actually really helped me with my anchor because I had been doing it for 6 months now, and without any coaching or anything like that, I had gotten a pretty solid form down, and so it actually translated really, really well over just to shooting recurve. Yeah.
What made you go to recurve?
Oh, that's all they offered.
Oh, that's all-
you go
okay.
you go up to Houston Archery, and if you're up there for lessons, you're shooting recurve.
You've got recurve or recurve.
You got recurve or recurve. Once you get past those initial wows, there are some people who shoot bare bow, and then if you want to shoot compound, you have to specifically bring your own bow and talk to James and say, yeah, I'm going to shoot compound.
Okay.
Just held no appeal to me.
So right now, you had said you went to Seth at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Did you transition to a new coach, or are you still with Seth?
No, so I've had a bunch of coaches over the year. I've gone to Seth, I've gone to Coco, I've gone to Matt, and then I've been with James now for the past couple of years, and he's the one who really specializes on the top guys.
I think I know everyone except Seth.
Seth is James's brother or son-in-law.
Seth is James'
Or
son-in-law.
son.
Son-in-law.
Son-in-law. Yeah.
Son-in-law. Yeah.
Okay, he's family.
His family. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah.
What is your favorite thing about archery?
Oh boy, there's a lot, but I think my favorite thing is just that every time I shoot, there's one shot during the 2 or 3 hours I'm shooting that I can pinpoint, and I can feel it at like 7 hours later when I'm going to bed at night and be like, oh, that was a wonderful shot. And after it, you just feel so good. I call it like my therapy, right? You only need one shot out of the 250 arrows you shoot just to be perfect. And it's such a good feeling knowing that, okay, I've been working so hard, but there's a glimmer of hope. There's,
Yeah. There.
I might
Practice sucked today, but there was that
there's
one
that
shot.
one shot, and then
They weren't all bad.
exactly. Maybe you do it in a tournament. Maybe you have that one perfect shot in a tournament, and you're like, you know what? I just do that every time. And
I love that because what a mental thing right there, because if everyone could just focus on the one arrow, that one good one, well then you forget about all the rest of them. And I would think, I could be wrong here, but I would think that would translate into, what did I do to make that
Oh,
one?
absolutely, absolutely. I mean, before every shot, if I had a good shot the shot before, I'm thinking, that's like me. That's what I do. That's what the next one's going to be like. All right. Every time I have a good shot, because if you don't reinforce anything, it's a wasted shot. I mean, anyone can shoot 300 arrows and shoot relatively well, right? If they're practicing all the time. But what separates the really, really elite shooters from the guys who shoot a lot is being able to reinforce what they do and really focus on every shot. Because if you're just flinging arrows down to the target, you might shoot pretty well in practice, right? But you're really not going to grow from that. You might get a little muscle memory, but in a sport that's so much about your mental game, you're not gaining anything by just shooting and not thinking about anything. So every shot that I do well, it's all about reinforcing what I did and making the next shot like that.
How mature is that from a 16-year-old? I'm like going, oh my goodness, can we just record that one part and like hit replay for everybody?
Guess what? We did record it.
I did. What I'm talking about is like at home. Hey, Julia, here, listen.
So there was, you mentioned the word fling. And I remember one time talking with Michael Braden and talking about, I said something about flinging arrows. And he just like removed that word from our vocabulary, because that was when we were really, we were first getting into it, because we don't fling
I leave Wendy up here, and she leaves dead air. Who leaves dead air?
I just got up here myself.
No, I left you. You were up here.
Nuh-uh, because I
I
left
thought
you.
you
I
were
went to the
using-
bathroom, remember?
No, I had everything going.
Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, I had everything going too.
Right? There's a good video, or a good video,
Noah.
a good shot of Noah Hughes.
Yeah. He didn't like that shot. Nope.
Nope.
That one arrow. Julia dropped a X.
Dropped 1X. Pretty awesome round.
No, she just dropped another.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Where? Oh, she did. That's all right.
Yep.
She's still shooting great.
Yes, she is. Joe even texted and said that.
She said I think she's getting nervous. Like, like get these nerves out of the
Yeah.
way.
That's what she said. I said, you look like you're about to cry. She goes, I'm so excited.
She's shooting so well.
She said, I've only dropped 1X.
Well, we are second half, so that means if they were shooting bottom, now they're shooting top.
That's right. And David, our field governor, does such a nice job of reminding those archers when they come into the line. Even question them, what are you shooting?
I'm afraid.
Bottom.
There we go. I was like making sure Amy had shot the right target.
Well, the good thing with this now is that bottom shooters had already shot.
She can't see, so she has no idea.
No.
Yeah, I was like, she's like, how'd I do it? She was like, all I know is when I shot, I didn't hear paper, so I knew I missed.
Oh. She didn't like. I can't tell if she doesn't like the shot or.
That was a good shot, actually. 3 to the right. Let's see. So she closes her left eye.
It almost looks like she closes both eyes. Look, she's
And then she
opens.
What is she doing with her eyes?
I'm not laughing at you.
I'm gonna put a patch on her.
No.
She's getting a pirate patch. That's what she's getting. It's not about looks. It's about performance.
Really? Because right now it seems like you're talking about looks.
Open it. And then you can't tell if she rolls her eyes or not.
I know. That's what I'm like. I can't tell if she doesn't like it or.
We got Luke next to
I was like,
Amy.
where's Luke? No, Luke's at home.
Yep. No, there's Luke right there.
Hey, Marissa. Hope that baby of yours is feeling better. It's no fun when our kids are sick. Somehow I even knocked myself offline.
On the live feed.
Yeah.
Well, again, thanks everybody for tuning in to Raising an Archer here at Texas Archery. Wendy and I have taken this thing from nothing to absolute greatness.
That's what it is.
Is that what it is?
There's a
Right.
good shot at Ryan.
Absolute greatness is what it
Ryan
is.
does not close his eyes.
No,
Man,
he
was
doesn't.
staring it down, and he held for a long time. He didn't like that shot.
You know, we've got a little instant replay
I
of
think
his
he
shot
still
right
caught the
there.
line.
Good shot. Oh,
No, it was not. I just said that. So he has two really close ones there. That last shot down at the bottom right, I'm not real sure of. Oh, slamming the doors around here.
I think it's in.
Okay, I hope so.
He's on the wrong target. She was on the wrong
Oh.
target. She's like, I think I was on the wrong target. He's top left.
So he's got one more arrow to go.
He's got one more arrow. Oh, it's close. I can't tell. It doesn't really matter. I know it doesn't matter to me, but like he's had some, like when I talked to him, he said he hasn't punched any shots yet.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. And that was the key. That was the goal, was to go and try to shoot the least amount of shots that were that he punched. So he's holding strong, doing really well. Sucker will not go off. Finally went off.
Well, that's different from a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even get it back to anchor and it would fire.
I told him it's a win. Oh, there's a good shot of that one. Still, we can't tell. It looks like it might be out, maybe.
I don't know.
It's just, I say out, just missing the X.
Yeah, it's definitely a 5. We
Yeah,
know
oh,
that
yeah, it's
for
a 5.
sure. Thank you, Miss Marissa. She was nervous coming into this. She still wanted to keep it with that one drop of an X, but she's super nervous.
She's doing awesome.
Marissa, the De Hoyos, they are part of that community that Julia was talking about. And I think Julia even mentioned Miss Marissa the other day as far as the way she takes care of
Right?
everybody. Oh, even State Outdoor, they were bringing me, they've got me hooked on their brand of Fig Newton bars. Oh my gosh, their blueberry Fig Newton is so good. I keep them at my desk now. But yeah, I mean, they not only take care of my kid, but me too. All right, so look at that red target pin. Where'd you get those at?
Those are Amazon's, from Amazon.
Are they true target pins?
They are.
All right.
I like them.
Guess what I need to put on my Amazon list while we're sitting here and they're scoring.
Yeah, they're good. They're good little target pins. And I even, last time we took them all down so nobody would take them.
Well, I'm country, right?
No, I didn't notice.
So I use fence post tees, staples to do my. Oh, look right there. Ta-da!
Yep, there they are.
20 pieces for $13.86. What's a 2460? Do you get 24 or do you get 60 or what is that? I don't know.
Probably 60 is the
But these are the
length,
ones that you
maybe.
have up here, not these. These are the old school that grips the paper.
No, that's the ones I have.
Thought you had these up here.
No, I've got the ones that grip them. It looks like that, but it has little ends, I think.
I don't think
you know what?
so.
I have
you have
one.
some up here?
Yeah, hold on.
All right. Ooh, steel targets. I don't want that. That might damage an arrow. Okay. Scott shows me his target pins. Now I've got to see which ones they are.
Yeah, flick over to us. Let me show everybody. These are the pins that we're using.
Yeah,
let's
that's a
see.
real good
See
shot.
there?
Yeah, there
Right
we
there.
go.
See, it's got those little grippers, as she called them.
Yes. This does not look like
That
them.
is not what I have.
No.
I'll send you a link.
Okay, send me the link, Scott, and I'll order some for my house because I have the metal U-shaped looking thing that you do barbed wire into fence posts because, that's my family.
I could probably just give you a couple if you want a few.
Well, that or, I don't want you to take down target pins because somebody might take them like me.
oh, crap. Like, we're short 4. Great. Wendy took the 4 that we needed.
I took those 4.
Those 4.
All right. Well, we've got Archer still down there getting ready.
There's Isabel. I was like, hey, you did good. She's like, I did okay. Not great. Not bad.
I like it. She's telling our new friend Bo. She's yelling at him. Hey, it's time to shoot. You need to get down there. You're up.
Get yourself down there.
That was so cute.
Pull yourself together and get in the game.
Come on, friend. Oh, man. Telling you, these little ones, they are awesome. And back to the community, they form a community. How long did that take for them to create a friendship?
Not long.
Yeah, I mean,
Not with Isabel.
No.
She makes a friend everywhere she goes.
that is less than. Oh, she's pointing at him. She's shooing him up there.
Right. She's like, come on.
All this time I was down there telling Bo and his dad, okay, these grown-ups or these people are great. They're close by. You can,
Yeah, yeah.
I should have introduced him to Isabel, and that would have been it. All right, here we go back into scoring rounds.
There we go. Instant replay of Hope. That was a good shot of her. Play around with it a little bit. Problem here is it just looks like another shot. Maybe we'll have to add some music or something like, okay, here we got some instant replay. Not that song. Here we go.
Definitely not the song you played last night.
Right? You mean this one?
No, stop. Man, we were just jamming to the song, and then
All the cool kids.
right, that's all of us here at Texas Archery.
That is right.
Then it gets into some other phrases, and we're like, whoop.
Like what? Kind of like the
It was not just
NFAA crossbow
Oh my
rules.
gosh.
If you haven't heard,
Yeah, and evidently it's not just us.
yeah, go and look. Yeah, definitely. If you want to read something as hilarious, which hasn't been updated since the 1890s, the crossbow rules.
Thou shalt not.
Yeah, they're about as long as everything else combined. So that just the crossbow, like, man, there's a lot of rules for crossbow.
Like 20 some odd rules, wasn't
Yeah,
there?
and some of the words they use are not the same words that we use today.
Thou shalt not.
Thou shalt not.
It's like the King James. It's like the 50 Shades King James version.
50. I don't think you should be able to should put those two together.
Right. I thought about that
You'll
after I
need to-
sat. I was like, God is not going to be too happy with me on that
Definitely,
one.
you'll need to go to church tomorrow.
Can't. I'm here.
We'll have a little service for you.
Hey, that would be great. I have talked to you about having a little service
we'll
beforehand.
we'll have Amy have a little service for us.
Is she coming tomorrow?
You know, we should have. I should have planned that.
I have talked to you before about
Then why don't you make it
this.
happen?
Okay.
Don't tell me.
Did you hear that Sunday morning at Aggie Invite, they're doing one?
Yes. Who is that?
That is Purcell.
Yes. It's
Super happy about that.
Ellie and Emmy.
Yep.
I think it's Ellie that's doing it.
I think so too.
So very busy season already. We were looking at our calendar for January and February. My wife was very unhappy with the schedule because it looks like we are booked every weekend in
Why
January and
February? I'm lost.
There's something going on in January, February. We have the ATA show. You've
Oh,
got,
okay. I've never gotten
you've
to go
got,
to that.
You got Vegas. You got Lancaster. You've got
Yeah, we
indoor
don't do
nationals, outdoor
Lancaster.
national, or indoor nationals, state championship. It is a
I forgot
busy.
about the state shoot.
Yeah, it is a very
Do
busy.
we have a scheduled date on that one yet?
Not yet. Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just the president.
I gotta get the team together to get it started scheduled.
Yeah. I don't think about that. Oh, Ivy didn't like something.
Got a lot to do. Him in his pink Texas archery hat.
Nice.
He's wearing the old school Texas archery shooting jersey.
Honestly, I kind of like that better because it doesn't show as much dirt. And we like to eat, and you can
Yeah.
almost always tell what we
I like
eat
the new
by
one
looking at
better.
our shirt. Do you?
Yeah.
The
I
only
like
reason,
the blue.
Okay. The only reason is because the front is all white. That's what I'm getting at.
Well, there's a big Texas archery logo on it too.
Yeah. I know if you've seen the deer head picture of Julia at Live Oak Archery, where you see the antlers on her shirt, then the antlers behind her.
Oh yeah.
That just
It's
perfectly
just
fit her.
and that's Julia.
Yeah, in the
That
face.
is Julia. Yep.
Oh.
Let's try an instant replay here, Jacqueline.
Oh, this would be
Oh.
good.
Let's see if she can figure it out. Uh-oh. She's panicking. Hit it again. Oh, no. Yeah, you have to hit the record button twice because you take it out of playback mode. Oh, you did it? Oh, you know what to do?
She said,
Never mind. Never mind.
She said, stay in your lane.
She's like, you need to step yourself back.
I love it.
Like, okay, Jacqueline. Oh, now she knows what she's doing.
Stop it. I
And
think
we've got
she's awesome.
got an instant replay. Yeah, there we go. I think she's forgot to change.
All right, here we go. Well, Jacqueline got stopped with a question. That's not her fault. She's the first person that can be reached up here in the booth. All right, see Mr. Larry Ellis there. All right, Alexa there at full draw.
Alexa.
She is holding a. There it goes.
There, she shakes her head. Good job.
Yeah, I like it.
I'll lock it a lot.
It's awesome when you can tell yourself good things.
We have Julia with a close one down there. Let's far left.
Oh no.
One. I mean, close on the X, not
Oh.
not 5.
Oh. You know, you always scare me when you say things like that. I can't tell.
Yeah, I can't tell either. Not from that angle. Looks like it may be in, maybe not.
It's kind of like where we were. We thought it was close, so yeah.
Oh, here we go. She's getting us a better look here.
Oh,
I think it's in.
I think it at least touched the line.
Yep.
Yep, it's in.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep. Looks like it's in.
Yep.
Hard to tell whether a hole there. But good job, Jacqueline.
Nice.
I kind of like having these cameras on the side, like we had it behind there on the side. It allows us different angles at the. Jacqueline's like shaking her head, yes. So we can literally get 3 different angles on a target if we wanted to.
Yep.
It's part of us learning how to do all this. When I first did it, I thought, right behind there, you know what? 4th camera. We'll put a 4th camera up.
Oh my word.
I don't think so. I got to get seats. The
Yes,
next purchase
chairs.
is chairs.
You know, I don't ask for much.
Yes, you do.
Whatever. What do I ask for, Scott Booth?
I don't know. You asked for
Yeah.
chocolate. You asked for sweet tea.
I do like
She
sweet
does.
tea.
She does. What else do you ask for?
But I didn't ask for it. You've never gotten sweet tea, so I don't want to hear about that.
Yeah, I don't usually
And I bet
drink
the
sweet
chocolate was just to have chocolate in.
tea. It was just to shut you up, so that you could eat. That way, it just slows you down on being
Yeah.
mouthy.
Actually, the sugar makes me go, go, go.
Go. Go, go.
That's what we should be for Halloween Power Rangers. Go, go, Power Rangers.
Nope.
No. But you could be the Pink Ranger.
I'm good with that. I'm secure in my manhood. See?
Oh, man.
Let's take a look, see how everybody's doing. Again, if you guys want to see live scores, go to eyesonscore.com. Top right, click on the hamburger, as Wendy would call it,
Yes.
the 3 lines, and then click on live scoring. Then you'll be able to see this tournament, and just click on it, and you'll see all the live scores.
Well, you won't be able to see the tournament, but you'll be able to see the scores of the tournament.
Yeah, it'll say the name of the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll see the name of the tournament.
That's right. I've had coffee. I'm working on a sweet tea.
But we do have a
Halfway through.
full weekend. We had 190 archers sign up.
Woo woo. How many no-shows do we have today?
We had a few. Let me take a look here. So no shows this morning.
Last night we had 3. And it was a full house.
We
Even
had
with the
three no shows today.
3 no-shows this morning,
This
3
morning.
no-shows last night. Still full house.
One
And last
thing-
night it got loud in here.
It did.
And then you turned the music on louder.
Right.
And the
Had to
crowd
drown.
got louder.
Had to drown them out somehow.
It didn't work.
It didn't.
At that point, I felt like I was at the club. And everybody like, hey. Oh my gosh. That's my jam.
It's my jam.
You and I look like the Roxbury boys up here.
We did.
Head bobbing with the music.
Make sure
They
you're
got a
sharing.
meeting of the minds down there.
If you are, make sure if you on text or Raising an Archer's Joad page, make sure you go and like that. Joad page. The
I was like, what?
Raising an Archer YouTube channel. Go ahead and like that
Thank
for
you.
us.
There we go.
Also, we would greatly appreciate any likes as well on all our other stuff. So you have Texas Archery's Facebook page, Instagram page. Go and like those for us. Also, go in on Raising an Archer and like all those. Look up Eyes on Score, and you'll be able to look that up on Facebook and Instagram as well and like those. It helps us whenever we can get the word out. So if you like it, you'll start seeing more stuff that comes out from us. Raising an Archer, I think Wendy and I have overcommitted, but we're keeping it together.
Overcommitted. Is there such a thing?
Yeah, so we're
I
doing
didn't know that.
we're doing 4 podcasts a month. 2 of them for public, 2 for Patreon. Patreon is our paid service. So if you want specific information, there is specific information out there.
Videos.
Mainly, we're putting videos out there of our events, or not our events, our podcasts and things like that. That money actually it is going to help us to continue to keep doing this. It is expensive, if you can imagine. The equipment's expensive, but even just to have all the services, you have to have a service for music. You got to have a service for getting your podcast out there. You got to have a website. You got to have. And there's just like it just
Then when
all adds
Wendy
up.
asked for chairs.
Yes. This service to broadcast this out, it's not as simple as, oh, I'm just going to go ahead and send this to YouTube for free or to Facebook for free. Because we want to go ahead and send it to multiple platforms at the same time, we have to actually pay a service for that. So it does cost money to do this, and Wendy and I have taken on the expenses of it, and personally, and that way we can continue to grow it.
Me, my expenses is
Organically.
more like
Organically.
the hour and a half drive one way.
Yeah.
Gas.
Lily Dillon, that's a good one of Lily.
She is so sweet.
Look, that's great form. That looked good. Lily's been shooting. She shoots for Texas Archery Joad now too. Look at her hat. Gotta love it. So the string doesn't touch her hat.
Oh, I was like, did it get bit by a shark or what?
It goes right there. It goes
That's
right into her
awesome.
hat.
That's cool.
Good shot.
Sweet family.
She's still learning that bow. She said that she had somebody look at her. She was struggling some left and right. She's torquing that bow.
Oh, is she?
Yep.
I just couldn't figure out what Julie was doing with that bow.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just too big. Maybe she does like that smaller frame of a bow. She had the 40 Stratus, but the one thing we did change on her, this bow can only go to a certain draw length, so it was about a 1/4 inch shorter than her Stratus, and she shoots this one way better than the Stratus. So it could be draw length, but we won't regroup until after indoor season. Madeline, she's a very good shooter. She comes in and beats all the boys.
And just so sweet and so quiet.
Yeah, unlike her mother. Just teasing. Lori, sorry.
That's okay. Us mamas can unite.
That's right. Yeah, we've added like for our SYWAT, we got music down there. We have us. It doesn't get any live scoring. It doesn't get any better
It's
than
like a
this.
party.
It is.
We have all the things.
We do. Again, don't get spoiled.
It's not like this everywhere.
It's not like this everywhere. We're not trying to show anybody up. Maybe you are a little
I
bit.
was like, you really?
But we do it because it's fun.
We do. It is fun. And, there are a lot of family members that can't make it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like us. So half of the family is doing swimming while the other half of the family is doing archery. But yet everyone can still see what's going on at archery
Yeah.
because of this service.
I just wish I knew what I was doing at the beginning. It would have made life a lot easier. Like
Do we know what we're doing now?
We've
That's the
totally
question.
pieced this. I'm talking about the technology. We've totally pieced this thing together. But now we're getting to where we're in a good spot. Good spot. There's who is that? 7. So it's 7. So that's Michael Gonzalez.
Next to Ivy Gonzalez?
Yep. Ivy's like, hey, you put me on the, or you have, I'm supposed to be, he goes, you've got Daryl Dancer in my spot on the, well, he was supposed to be 5, not 6. Ivy was supposed to be 5. So I just moved him over to 6. Oh no. One,
What's
2,
the oh
3.
no?
Amy has a miss.
Oh.
She has one more shot. There's Ivy Gonzalez. Mm-hmm. Amy or Ryan's struggling to get that release to go off now. Like he struggled for it to go off too fast at the, and now he's struggling
If
to
you
get it to go
don't
off.
know Ryan, he has to have everything perfect.
Yep.
He wants it to be just perfect. I tend to like it this way.
Yeah, he's only shot one shot so far. Everybody
Yeah.
else is going to be about done, and that's all right. There's no time limit. There is a time limit,
There
but we don't really.
yeah, we're not running a clock for this
right.
tournament.
He's,
Yeah, face.
he's like pulling the bow apart. He's
yes. So is that the click to fire? That's not.
Yeah,
is that the click to fire?
Yeah. So it clicks, and now it's locking up on him.
Guess who, after this end, is going to go to the practice range?
You know what? He'll go in the practice range. No issues. I'm just glad it's not, firing super fast.
Yes.
See, that was a good shot.
He didn't like it.
No, I think he was okay with that one.
It is like he almost answered you, like he could hear you.
Yeah.
No, it's
I think everybody drones us out now. Well, we got music down there. I think it helps
Yeah.
because it was always so quiet in here, and when we would talk, everybody could hear every word we were saying.
Oh, yeah. Julia would always tell me, I could hear you.
Yeah. This is Ryan's 4th arrow. Last on the line. That's why we're focused on him right now.
Because there's no one else. Oh,
That's all right.
like I said, it is so hard when you get to know these archers and you travel with these archers, and it's almost like your family, and you don't want your family to be frustrated,
Yep.
or you want them to do well, which he is doing well,
Yeah, this year.
but he's just not happy.
Ryan had a pretty good outdoor season. He did end the season in 5th place in the nation under U21 compound, which means that he made the USAT team, the USA Archery team. And so
Is this
that'll
his
be
first year in that division?
that's his second year.
Second year in that
Second year in
division.
that. He has one more year. If he gets to shoot it again next year, he'll shoot U21. And so he ended up 5th, which was one of his goals, was to make the top team. Here we go, instant replay. Ryan's last shot, which ended up Looks like, oh yeah, it was an X. The screen, there you go. One thing we'll have to work on, because it's just a recording. This system is just a quick little recording of what you just saw. Part of the practice of this. But yeah, Ryan came in 5th. Julia, her first year in the USAT series, full USAT series, ended up, what, 7th, 8th? 8th. 8th in the nation. That's pretty awesome. We've got some good kids shooting in the Houston area there's a lot of them that finished in the top 10 in the nation. And it's a grind. Trust me. It is a grind to shoot these shoots, and you travel all over the country
Yes.
to be able to get yourself a ranking.
And I'm very fortunate to have a principal who backed me on that.
Oh, good.
And, Yep.
No truancy this year?
Oh, that has to do with my principal, not
Oh.
the high school
The
principal.
high school principal. Ah.
Well, and it's actually not the high school principal. He really doesn't have anything to do with it. It's the truancy department. So,
Where are they? Are they at the school?
yeah, I really don't know.
You don't know?
No,
Probably in some type of cave.
they annoy
just
me.
just
so.
there to irritate everybody.
What bothers me is that, my kid who keeps up with her work and grades and everything, we're the ones that
Get in trouble.
grr.
Grr. Arr. We've got a few pirates down there. I don't know if you guys have noticed.
What are you looking for?
I've got to change this one here to bow. Once the live scoring happens.
Was Dad shooting as a cub?
Yes, he was.
Thankful for all the parents who are out there either at home watching or here watching. Regardless, you're supporting your archer. That's all part of raising an archer. Also thankful for all of the adult archers out here who help these kiddos
Yep.
at tournaments. They're not even their own kids, but they are more than willing to help them out. Mental support,
Mental.
questions, anything. It is very nice to go down there with a new youth archer and to be able to point at other people and say, if you have any questions, you feel sure, go over to this person or see this person, or hey, this person right next to you, or David, our field governor, is right here.
Right.
And he's great.
He's great.
He's great. He's groovy. But
Colby.
again, that's what we talk about with the community. Strangers become friends
Yep.
very quickly.
There's Brian Gaskins sporting that yellow Halon X.
Wow.
No draw weight.
I was fixing to say, well, look at that shot.
Yeah.
If that's his,
Good round. Good arrow.
because he had 4 more to go. But
Colby Scott behind him. Mm-hmm. We have Linda Ochoa.
wow, look at those two. Meaning those two arrows.
She's saying, Alexa, get your head back in it. What's wrong with you? Yeah, see? Come on. We didn't drive all the way down here for you to
Oh, did Alexa travel with them?
I don't know. I'm just making it up. That's not her daughter.
No, I know it's not. That's why I asked if they traveled together. Look, it's 3x. It's 3 arrows right there.
there you go.
Nice. 2
I
more
love
to
the
go.
I love the different views. Go to the other view, camera 1.
I like the other one because it's close up and I
Yeah,
can really
see
see
there,
it.
it's like you can see them grouped
Eh,
together there.
No, I like that one.
There you
Look
go.
at that.
Look at that. Look at that.
Would you look at that? And he like no emotion on his face. Okay, I'm just
I
gonna go
got
up
this.
here and just
I got this.
take a breath. Yeah, I got one more arrow to shoot. Well, here it goes. Oh, his face when he draws back. Who set that bow up for him?
Oh,
Oh,
still good round. Good round.
yeah,
I know he's not happy with
What
that,
is that?
that arrow.
probably a 43. What's up with
40.
Kobe? Kobe didn't even look happy.
23. You
Like
mean?
Jason's like, "What's wrong with you, man? Where are you going? What up?"
Is that Colby's? Yeah, she's so good.
I know.
She's like, yep, that's Colby's.
No, she's like, "Well, that's what you asked for, right?"
Yeah, yeah. Jason Brewer, you sexy beast. He is struggling though with his arm. He pulled something in his arm, and so he thought he was gonna be able to shoot. So he went and grabbed, sent his wife to go get that Deanna to
band.
get that band real quick to see if she could go and finish shooting. There's
She's
Larry
awesome.
Ellis. Let's go ahead and spotlight Larry on this one.
Larry
Larry
sporting
Ellis.
some black stabilizers
shooting
today instead of his bright green ones.
So he would have, there he is. His target is on 4A right now. He's been jumping around from release to release.
Can you find one he liked?
He says right now he likes the one he has that he's using.
What is he using?
I don't know.
Ah,
He told me. I can't remember.
that's selective hearing again. Where'd that go?
Is that the
Oh,
right-
bottom left.
Oh, okay, there it is.
He caught the 4.
He did.
Definitely not what he wanted.
No. Got a good group of archers out there. Like we said, there's a lot of archers shooting. What
Yes.
happens is right after Friday night shoot, you have 4 people come to me. Okay, get me on the next line that's available.
And the next one is full, isn't it?
Yeah.
The 130 today.
130 line is, man, it was full. That one was full a week ago.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. And it's been like people have been dropping out. And people, I mean, literally, I closed one out, and somebody's like, "Hey, can I do the 130?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Your waiting
I just deleted.
list.
I just deleted one. Go ahead and sign up. They're like, "I'll sign up after this meeting." They send me back. Somebody already took the spot. Like, oh, sorry.
You got to be fast.
Yeah, you could be on it. Let me go check out on my beautiful wife down there. See how she's shooting. 2 threes. So one. At least it scored.
Hey, it scored. It is her first tournament. Will you lay off?
You know
Oh
what?
my goodness.
She'll be sleeping on the couch tonight after this performance.
You are awful.
You did not earn sprinkles.
Terrible.
No, she's doing great. I just love that she's out here. She practices. She says it's fun. Like she just goes out in the backyard during the day and just shoots. It's it's just fun. Fun
Oh,
for
does
her.
she?
Yep.
What if it's become like a stress reliever?
It may be
Ow.
a way for her to get away from all the
Why you hit
craziness at
me?
our house. I didn't hit you.
I think you did.
Yes, she does. It's funny. She opens that left eye right after she shoots. Hey, that was a good round.
That was a good round.
Good round.
I know. I love being able to watch other people shoot and critique them because
So she
I'm doing it.
she's wearing my shirt right now.
I
And,
was wondering why you got her such a big shirt.
Yeah, so she's already ordered hers. She wanted to make sure it was in. They're trying to get them in before Aggie Invite, but mainly they wanted to make sure they had it for Vegas. Oh, look at that. That's a good picture. Good video.
Is that Autumn's daughter? Is that a family affair right there? Paige?
Paige, yes. I believe so.
Nice.
I believe that's Autumn's daughter.
Alexa with the letdown. All right, she's going at it again. Full draw.
Full draw. Such a sweet kid.
She's always very polite.
She comes in from the valley as well. So the one thing with Texas Archery Joad, we do allow kids to be a part of our team outside of the area. Just one of the requirements is that that you need to get one of our shooting jerseys. So we will send that because we want them to be a part of the team when we travel, because a lot of these kids, they may not have a club that travels as much as ours does. We have coaches, Josie, Jeff Dabney, Rod Shackelford. I mean, we have so many coaches that show up to these events that there's always somebody available. And then when we go on big events, we do team dinners and things like that. Just part of, building that community of archers. And when they go to these events, they're excited to go see their friends and be a part of it. Sadly, we will lose Jacqueline at 1:30, so we're going to have to figure out who's going to be our B team for
I thought
handling.
Julia was stepping in.
Oh yeah,
unless she got
yeah.
fired.
That's right. B team's coming in. Julia did great. That was her first time to do it. I'm just picking on her a
I
little
told
bit.
her on the way back to y'all's house last night. I said, I appreciated her stepping in. I knew that I had to be nerve wracking. She was nervous, never having done it before.
Yeah.
And she's like, I know I didn't do it good. I felt like
She
I
did
kept
great.
making mistakes. And
Well, we all make mistakes.
yeah, especially you.
Yeah.
All right.
So we all make mistakes. That's why I have a fourth kid.
Scott, no way. Oh,
Not true.
Poor
I love
Ellie.
that little one. She is like my mini me when it comes to like personality wise. She will make a friend everywhere she goes, and she's very vocal.
I was like, Julia, she's, well, were you trying when you had me? Well, no. So it was a mistake. I was like, no, I knew what was happening. Oh.
I was
You
just
were a
teasing. I was
blessing.
teasing Ellie. If you're listening to this,
Kids take that stuff hard. I was like, never a mistake.
no. Ellie just got her, like I said.
We were
Ellie-
just told that we couldn't get pregnant. So,
and you did.
yeah, voila.
Ellie got her first Shooter of the Year buckle. She could not been more pumped about getting it. She was the first one to grab it. She came in, she's like, "Where is it? I want my buckle."
Tired of wearing
Yep.
Ryan's.
I need to go and take a picture of her with her buckle.
No, now you need to take her to get a belt.
She has one.
Oh, does she? Okay.
Oh yeah. She'd been waiting for this.
Had the belt,
She actually
needed the buckle.
stole one of Ryan's buckles and was
So
using
Shooter
it.
of the Year buckles came in. What about those medals?
They were I did get an email on that.
Honaki didn't have them for the fall fleeing either. He said that he had ordered them 6 weeks before.
Yeah, I don't understand why they're taking so long.
You know what
he
upset
asked,
me?
I know what he says. He goes, the orders are done and ready to go. Did you receive an email for invoice and receipts? I'm like, yeah, we've already paid everything. So I'm just waiting to find out.
Shipping.
Yep.
You
He even
gotta-
asked. He goes, "Hey, card on file's this." I'm like, "Yep, use it."
So how's the AC situation? Because I see a dad down there waving a hat, and I did hear somebody else say they were hot.
It's at 68 degrees.
I thought it was when I looked. I just didn't know if that changed.
No, it's locked.
It's locked. Throw away the key.
Yes.
Deanna sitting down there with Ivy. This looks like a typical family dinner. Noah's on his phone. Ryan's on his Rubik's Cube. Deanna's like, nobody's paying attention to me. Ivy's on his phone. The little girl in the back is on her tablet.
I gotta tell
Mom's
you, that
trying to
Rubik's
give-
Cube thing is, I don't get it. Like, I never was very good at a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah,
I would
me
just
either.
work on it. I think Ryan can solve a Rubik's Cube in less than a minute, maybe 30 seconds.
I thought it was 30 seconds
Yeah.
because that's what I would hear, whenever we were traveling this summer.
Yeah. It's
And I thought he had it at 30 seconds.
see, he's not even looking at it. It's a formula that you memorize,
That is so weird to me.
isn't it? Look, watch him. Let's see. If
Because it would be different if if it was Braille, so you could feel the different colors.
yeah. He may be just mixing it up
That's
right
what
now.
I think he's doing right now. Yeah, Ellie would even give it to him to mix it up.
Yeah. Oh, that's what he was doing. He was mixing. I was like, he's not even looking at the stupid thing.
Oh, look at her. It got caught in her.
Oh. And she's just leaving it.
No, she's trying to. But her arrow, where did her arrow go? I wonder.
Hope. Another sweet kid.
It still hit paper. It still hit a 4.
She's good. She's all
Yep.
good.
That's amazing.
Yeah, these, us, we'd be like, oh, my arm.
Oh, yeah.
I can't handle this.
It
The
was
pain.
a miss.
The pain.
So we've mentioned Vegas a couple of times. I know that I missed because Julia, let's see, the sale ended on a Friday. Julia told me on Sunday that, I'll shoot Vegas. I want to go ahead. And so I missed the flight sale.
I heard they're coming back up again. There's another sale coming up.
Okay. Well, right now it's like $114 per person one way.
That's
So
not
that's
bad.
not bad.
Not great, but
Yeah.
not bad. We ended up getting our flights for 144 round trip.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Let's take a look. That's Julia's target.
I think that center one's in.
I can't tell. She's shooting strong, though. That one's in.
Oh, you can see it over there. It's like, how can you tell by looking at her face?
I don't know if you noticed, but we can see all the cameras at one time.
Well, I could see it.
Let's see.
I
She has-
think
it's
that
like
one's
in a hole, but I think it's
I know
in.
it's in a hole.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Oh, yeah.
But these archers, they get to shoot 60 arrows for $20 or $25, depending on if you're an adult or a youth.
That's the fee. That's not like a prize money. You get to shoot 4.
For the grand total of.
Oh, looky there. Oh, but we still can't see
Still
from that
can't see it.
one. Yep. Stinking arrow.
I know. It's going to be close.
It's going to be close.
Still shooting very good. Yeah, the ones that she missed have been big misses, not small ones like that. So,
Yeah. Not during this tournament,
Right.
but before.
yeah, it's still not a great angle. Come on, Jacqueline, make that better angle.
Showing up in moves and hope for attention. And how you turn my life into an imitation, I don't know. I swear I tell the truth,
All right. That is the 55th arrow has been shot, and now we are going into the last 5 after this. Jacqueline,
we've got
you do
130.
such a good job.
Oh my gosh, she's
Jacqueline.
amazing.
You see how smooth it is? Like she
No
was really starting to get it down.
formal training.
No. Well, other than me training her, I'll
That's
take
not
all.
formal
I'll
training.
take all
no,
credits.
back to what I said.
take all
No
credits.
formal training. And I so appreciate
Here,
Jacqueline
you know
being
what?
up
Jacqueline,
here.
put your mic down. Let's talk to you for a second. You there, Jacqueline?
Yep.
She's like, yep.
All right. So Jacqueline, we've talked about your age before. We talked about your age at the Texas Ringer.
She's 12.
Stop it. Jacqueline, 14. That's right. And you come up here and you volunteer doing this. You never seem to mind.
Oh, I
You
love
s-
doing this.
Yeah,
It's super
that's
fun.
love it. I can't thank you enough for coming up here. Your mom
Maybe
brings you up
maybe
here.
this will be her
She's-
new career. Maybe this is what she'll do is some type of audio video.
right. And
She's like,
no.
I kind of have a plan. It doesn't have anything to do with cameras.
What?
So,
So what is your plan?
I want to be a vet tech.
Awesome.
Lame.
She's
You
like,
could do this on the
really?
side for us when we, we're becoming kind of a big deal,
You are.
and maybe we could pay for your college with this. Probably not. Maybe we could do a Big Mac or something like that once a month.
Gift card.
Yeah,
we
gift
could do
card.
a
Yeah, there
gift
we go.
card, a food.
You know
gift
what? I'm
card.
sure you'll need Starbucks. We can get you at least a
Right?
Starbucks a week, maybe 1 week.
That's what I do. I treat myself every Thursday morning.
Treat yourself. You guys watch that on? You ever see that on Parks and Rec?
No.
Tom talks
No.
about him and I can't remember the letter. It just hit me. What's her name? Crap. So him and the other lady there, they have one day of treat yourself. So it doesn't matter what it is, they're gonna buy it. They're gonna eat it. They're gonna do whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, whenever Starbucks came to my town, then I was like there every day. And that got a little expensive.
Did it?
So I had to back it down to one time a week.
I get myself some Pike's Place every so often, once every week or two.
Pike's Place.
Pike's Place. It's their coffee, Starbucks coffee.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, you don't go there. You're not a
I'm just a Starbucks coffee.
wow.
I just
You're
go and
not a
get
connoisseur
Starbucks coffee.
at all. Embarrassing.
I get it during the summer. It's mocha frap. During the warmer or cooler months, it's just a cafe mocha.
Cafe mocha. Well, Pike's Place is cheap. It's just a couple bucks. It's not $8 like your drink. See, that's why it costs you so much to go there.
Yeah. And then I can get the 30 if I get the refresher, the
Yeah.
acai. Strawberry acai. It's good.
Jason Brewer getting ready for the last 5 arrows.
Can't tell if Kobe is nervous, if he has to go to the bathroom.
Well,
or
Kobe dropped
what's-
one right at the
okay.
beginning.
Oh,
Yeah. Let's see where
like
Colby's
Mr.
at.
Kyle did. Hey, I thought Mr. Kyle was going to come shoot this morning. Or is it Sunday morning?
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning. Okay.
You got to love 4 X's and a 4.
Dang.
Dang it.
Got our Cubs over here. They're still scoring. Now they're pulling. Oh, watch. There you go.
Julia shooting awesome. What's her highest X count?
54.
She's going to beat that.
Nice. Evidently, that one wasn't in.
Let me see. It was out.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be close.
Yep.
Last 5 arrows. And we'll still have 4 more lines. So 2 more today and 2 more tomorrow. It is a full weekend. Like I was telling Wendy, and I told a few people, I was like, yeah, we're not going to do live coverage this weekend because I just need a break.
And here we are.
And here we are. And several people going, what? No live coverage? Like,
Or
okay.
like Don Kyle posted that we
Yeah,
were going to have.
yeah. we better have it. Can't let Don get down at all.
He even put on YouTube.
Yeah, check out Raising an Archer. That's what he said. Like, okay.
All right. We better not tell that secret because then everybody's going to.
Right.
So that's what we do.
We give it up for hope. I see Stan X 23 Tube. I'm not sure who that is, but it says give it up for hope. We all give it up for hope. Hope's cool.
Here's Noah.
Like I said,
Visiting.
last 4 arrows. 5 arrows, 4 arrows. Why did I say 4? I'm pulling a Wendy. Wendy can't do math either. You know it. Noah Hughes, full draw. Good picture. Manuela.
Mm-hmm.
She's been coming to Texas Archery for years now. Someone just shut the
keeps
door.
Slamming that door, it drives me nuts. Need a sign on it.
Stop slamming.
Do not slam the door.
Boy, Manuela, look at that group.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty tight. Her coach is Coco Ma here at Texas Archery. All these kids, we have several coaches to pick from.
Yes.
And from compound to recurve to bare bow.
So whatever your need is, we've got the coach for that.
Yep. Good round so far. Oh, I guess that is a good round.
That was it. That was
is
5
a good round.
so far. That is it.
That is it.
That concludes
she is done.
her portion of the
She
tournament.
is done. So we got 5 more arrows after this.
Not for her, but for the next line to come up.
I thought that
Our
we'd
top
made that clear
shooters.
just a second ago, but okay.
Well, you came back up with 5 more arrows. Top line is up. Page.
Amy needs a 16 to hit her goal of a 175.
Oh, she could easily do that.
Yeah. I don't know if easily.
Oh,
if you look through her
God,
scores.
Really? They were so not nice.
I'm just
Wow.
just keeping it real. Why would I? This is not YMCA. Come on.
But it is your wife.
She shot a 1, so now she has to get 15 points in her next 4 arrows.
No pressure.
Come on, Amy. There's Paige.
Yeah, had you not gone down there and talked to her about her shooting, she probably would have gotten it.
No, not at all.
Oh.
I motivated
There's
her.
Amy. I'm so sure you did.
Miss.
Scott.
Come on, Amy. Don't embarrass Wendy here.
Oh, no. I'm so impressed that she's out there shooting.
I know. She did slap her arm one time, and I was like, oh, do you need some ice? She's like, no. It's a good reminder to get my grip right.
She goes with her 3rd arrow. She's a full draw. Oh, she didn't like that.
Nope.
Tacking it again. It's a 3, it looks like.
Yep. Well, at least she's over 150. There you go.
She's doing a fantastic
She's actually doing
job.
great. She's doing great. I'm
First
giving her a hard
tournament?
time. She won't listen to this, so that's
Yeah,
good.
and
She's
how
down there.
long has she been shooting?
I don't know. Not long.
You don't know.
I don't know.
You run the shop.
Maybe She started shooting. It was this summer. Like, what do you mean? I don't know the month that she started.
You don't know when you got lessons with Coco?
No. Why would I remember that?
Because they're like milestones.
It's her thing.
Yeah, but isn't she your wife?
Yeah, but I don't keep track of that stuff.
Oh my goodness. Oh, look at the face on that one. Is that all 5 of hers? Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is. Not the way she wanted to end that end or the day.
Where's the 5th arrow?
It's a miss.
Oh, I see it. That's all right.
Yep.
You know what? It's funny because that's how she missed 2 arrows on her last. She's tired.
Look at her
Probably.
looking up here. She knows that you saw that.
She's like,
She knows that you just talked about it.
she's looking up here smiling. She knows what she did.
Here's Alexa. Full draw.
She'll be sleeping on the couch tonight, like I was saying.
Oh, my word.
Alexa.
You say too much more about it, you'll be sleeping on a couch.
True. True.
Alexa didn't like that. Look at that face. The faces of archers. The mini faces of archers.
Mini faces of archers. Look like a good shot.
I don't like it when she, you know it, because she'll shake
Like,
her head. Yep.
She'll tell you if it's not a good shot.
No, she's singing.
All right, looks like we've got Alexa with 1 more arrow and Ryan with 1 more arrow. These 2 are the slow shooters of the group. And 4-5 liner.
Yeah, she didn't like
Looks like
that.
it's a
Oh,
4.
I think it's a 4.
One thing a lot of archers do is they come back and watch this and they see how they looked. See, you know, it's a
They
good
can see
way
their
of
form.
they see what they look like while they were shooting. Well, he's holding a long time. He's like, oh my word. Last arrow of the time. Again, thank you everybody for joining in on Raising an Archer. We appreciate you guys tuning in. We do
Absolutely.
it, you know, again, I say we appreciate it. We would do it if there's just one person that was watching it. But I think it does help our archers. They can come in and they can see themselves because it will go from, it's funny, the views will go, it won't be real high while we're doing it, but afterwards,
Yes.
we'll have a lot of archers that will,
Oh.
looks like he caught it. Well, maybe not.
All right. David's given his spiel on turning in scores.
So-
One thing to remind archers is that whenever you're turning in your scorecards, they must match. And for TFAA, the official is the card. Now, if you turn something in and one score is lower than the other, they have to go with the lower score.
Yep.
So make sure your scores match when you turn them in. Good rule of thumb, and what we tell archers is that as scoring is commencing at each end, you need to
Commencing.
make sure that they match.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and close this thing out and we will talk